Hi everyone, and welcome back to Ludendorff City Hall for what's going to be our final offering from Lamordia. As mentioned in the previous one, we're going to have a go at the last two quests in the southern part of the map this time. There's one around the mines area and another one here, the Temple Pass. On my way, perhaps in between the two, I think we can try and see if there's a couple of rares up down there. As mentioned before, that's one of the nicer things about this pack, with it being a significantly smaller scale than the Mithranna. We can actually call on a couple. Have a look at this as well as you run along, the snow just falling in the light of the lamppost. Reminds me of one time when we had a heavy snowfall here. I was jogging home from work and the snow had completely blocked everything. So all I could hear, I was running home up a small incline. There were no cars or anything because the roads were impassable. So all I could hear was my breathing and the steady crunch crunch of my feet in the snow and the snow falling softly in the light of the lamppost. So I like this kind of thing. Of course, when you've got when you're in it 24/7 and you've got freezing feet and you're slithering all over the place and people are breaking bones and all that, the romance quickly wears off, but hey ho. So we're going to pause up here at the top just to have a little look down at the town below. This grim industrial landscape we've got. I think it's pretty well done. The name of the quest is quite a nice play on words too here. So for those of you who've not seen this before, the basic premise is we need to go and collect a couple of rare ores, which we'll then need at the end.
You can't put aside the
And if I'd have waited a second, I think the guy at the start would have told us that.
This is supposed to be a working mine, yet judging from the bones littering the floor and the strange goo splattered on the ground, something has gone terribly wrong.
The Overseer explains that he needs 2 ores from the mine to find the unbreakable heart. The problem being that the mine has been overrun with hostile monstrosities. Use the speaking devices found throughout the mine. They lower the barriers that keep the mine sealed. The Overseer disables the barrier by remote control, allowing you to explore deeper inside the mine.
I couldn't bring myself to talk over Cordovan this time. I know he's said that it's only a temporary fix and they're going to put the proper voiceovers in future, but I find myself kind of hoping that they don't do that and they leave him there, because I've probably, in company with plenty of you, taken to listening to his Fridays at 4
This speaking
while
device
playing
is
myself,
shielded.
just having his voice on in the
Perhaps there's a way
background.
to remove the shield nearby.
So that
Twisted
kind of
form
reminds me
burst forth.
of that, and yeah, I for one won't be complaining if they do leave him on in the background. I'm fairly certain he's also got a sentient gem, hasn't he? The sentient gem of the timid that you can pick up from Ravenloft. Which I'm led to believe was like a test into the mechanics of the sentient voiceover thing. Oh no. No crown ooze, please.
The shield on the speaking device to the west has been deactivated.
given that our damage output is fairly low, the instant kill thing on the sword
This
is
speaking
very welcome
device
when
is
it goes
shielded.
off. The
As you examine it,
where is
an
it there?
unfamiliar voice calls to you from the west.
Legendary Slay
Fortunately,
Living.
it's an
So
ordinary
sometimes it
woman,
can.
and not one of the strange creatures.
Oh well, it says struck enemies must make a DC of 100 or be slain. I don't know if that is every time or because it just says on hit this has a chance. I don't mean. I wonder if it's a chance if they fail the save or are they always subject to that? It doesn't seem to go off that often, so
The truth has been revealed.
I
The
think
creatures
it's
overrunning this
the
complex
first
are
one. I
once
think
the
they have a
miners
chance
work.
to be subject to
You
the
hear a piercing
save.
cry from behind the door that just closed.
That's a sinister one.
You don't want to think about
We've just
what that
spoken
might
to that
mean.
lady, and then the door's closed, and she's been eaten alive by whatever's in there. Okay, I don't particularly get on well with this section because the stuff's spread out all over the place, spitting at us and whatnot. Is that a vengeance there? It is. What a joy. Accompanied by a red crown as well. Get me out of here. Oh my god. This ain't good, is it? Let's just cheat a bit and give ourselves the full heal. Keeps stunning me, the beggar. I absolutely don't want that red crown to be ending up vengeance buffed, because that could be a big problem for us. Okay, made very heavy weather of it, but we got there. And I need to make full use of all these hands and things. They're there for a reason, like the go big as well. If we get into deep trouble, must use it. Oh, this could quickly escalate into deep trouble. I think we've got things behind us as well. Come on, sometime today. Do I want to go down there? Sometimes I can just do the little plink with the throwing weapon if I want them to come to me. It can work out a little bit better than getting mauled by any throwy types that there are back there. How much further do we have to go? Still got a bit to do, haven't we? Right. Maybe we should get you to come to us. Oh god, we're not very prolific with the throwing weapon, are we? Is it just the two of you? Okay. Not quite sure what's in there. I think this could be an optional actually. Yes, it is. I'm going to show it to you anyway. Put us in a corner and that's what you get, people. So, I think this is one of the target areas,
A
isn't it?
corrosive
Yes,
liquid
okay.
fills the bottom of this large chamber. which seems to have
I'll
partially
try not to
collapsed.
fall into the acid
You
below.
spy an unusual mineral formation down below.
What is that? A despair? Oh, wonderful. Okay, let's get down there. I guess that was pretty much a YOLO, but we got away with it.
You recovered some Victranium ore, one of the minerals the Overseer asked you to find.
Thank you, Cordovan. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go off down that side passage and have a quick look at the optional. I think it's to free some poor people locked up down there.
You hear something behind this door.
And there
As
is
you
a
listen
shrine.
more closely, you can barely
I'll tell you what
make
we'll
out
do.
some
We'll make a
people
point of
calling
using
for
that
help
shrine on the way back.
far in the distance.
Please don't forget. So we're going to be short on boost. I think we're going to have another pile here. Is the shield throw off cooldown? It is. That's trouble for you people. Lovely stuff. Now I'm sure we're going to have some more things to deal with in here.
The people locked inside these cells
Yeah.
beg for you
Come
to
on,
free
then.
them.
Tried to get them as crowded together as I could. I think I did a pretty decent job there, unusually for me. Yeah, that was great. So we free the people.
The cell doors unlock.
The real reason
and
we're
the
down
survivors
here
make their way back
is
to the
this
exit.
optional chest. I think this can contain named loot. Should be able to do, because it's a significant optional, isn't it? And as promised, I am going straight back up the top to make use of the shrine. I think it does a pretty decent job, this. It's suitably claustrophobic down the mine, but neither is it so dark that you struggle to navigate like the rainbow in the dark type thing.
I do not sleep, but I imagine that it's like looking into
In
the
fact,
void.
purely by coincidence, I've left the two sort of mine themed ones for last, because the other one has a significant network of caves and things as well, doesn't it? Oh, we still got something. Okay. Thank you.
Creatures crowd
Is the
around
shield
the
off
barrier.
cooldown? I hope so.
The
Beautiful.
unusually large one lumbers forward and attacks.
So as well as being used to attract things in raids and what have you, it can do a really nice job of saying all this while I'm getting the living you-know-what kicked out of me.
Creature falls. The nearby speaking device
It
is
can do
now
a really
safe
nice
for you.
job of preparing encounters for us, getting us a load of helpless things to hammer. Was that a bit of a glitch? Won't thank me for leaving the collectibles behind. What's this? Radioactivity. Reduces all ability scores. An exhaustion effect. Okay, so we just do a lesser resto and learn something there. Right, you lot need to be shielded. I don't think it worked. In fact, I'm sure it didn't by the pummeling that we're taking here. The only thing I did well there was stay out of the range of the Plague Reaper, because had he hit us in the middle of that, that would have been pretty awful. Okay. So we've got some more people there. How many more? Can't be just two. Oh, there's a crown back there. Okay. Don't think we can avoid that lot down there. No, we have to go. There's a second mineral is down there, isn't it? This thing, beast mark, my god, yeah, you are a beast. A horrible creature. Are we just YOLOing in there? I don't particularly want to. Let's try and do something a bit more considered here. Try and make a nice group of them. That's more like it. Oh, that was good. Yeah. Pleased with that.
You have recovered a sample of Elysium, one of the two types of ore the Overseer needs.
Okay. Are you gonna come to us? Yeah, they might do. It's another nice one. Beautiful. Yes. Have some of that. It's for all the pain you guys have been dishing out to us. And I think this is pretty much the end, but we need to be very careful here because there's an absolute pile of stuff in there. And I would kind of like it to come out in bits and pieces so we can handle it in a more manageable fashion. Coming? No? Okay. Time for another plink, I think. Don't miss. Still more coming. Yeah. Go on, shield throw. Just came back off cooldown in time to help us.
Steps forward.
Yeah, those crowns, they do not mess about, do
so
they?
He can activate his device.
So that's him and his two minions. I think, I think we'll stick with the CC sword because the two minions can be crowd controlled from memory. Let's prepare all our bits of buffs. We do have the go big if needed. I hope we won't need it against him. find out. We'll use our other buffs first.
The Overseer says he's going to take credit cleaning out the mine and finding
Yeah, I think
the
we've
unbreakable
slowed down,
heart.
if not stopped, the two assistants, so that's awesome. If we can take them down, I will switch to the other sword. Right now. Not that it's that necessary. I don't think he's one of the rougher ones that we've faced, is he? Although it does help when you've got a big dodge bonus and
Now that you've
the,
dealt with the Overseer,
damage
you can use
resistance
his
thing from
device
the
to track down
radiant
the
shield thing.
unbreakable heart. It's in the laboratory up ahead.
So all we do now, we couldn't work out what to do here initially. You just click on there
The two pieces of
and the
the
job's done.
device whirs to life, then marks the location of the unbreakable heart on the map. It's a place to the north known as the Isles of Agony. With this
I
information,
think
you
that's
can now track
another
down Elise and enlist her help
fairly...
against
Oh,
Dr.
it's not
Morgenthau.
terrible. I was going to say fairly rubbish. You would want sneak attack dice rather than damage, but okay, it's something. Another thing to clutter up the inventory. I would, of course, much prefer named loot, but I'm not going back into that debate. Speaking of named loot, I did find in here... let's try and show you. I did find a cloak. Is it that one? Yes. So not terrible. True seeing's always nice to have, as we know here. It would save me the pain of messing about with the true seeing scrolls. Insightful MRR I don't have on the build unless I toggle in this trinket. So again, that would be nice to have from a defensive point of view. And then the sun slot and the two craftable things. So in the fullness of time, maybe. Maybe. Okay, so we're going to make our way across to the other one now. I think it's called the Wish, is it? Via a couple of the rare locations. One of which is a purple name that I don't think we've seen before. Ah, happy days. So just to reiterate, you always get some of the wilderness ingredients, the bleak wires, in these chests, but if you're lucky, I think you can get a cross-section of armors and maybe other things as well from the chain out here in these chests. There's a cave here that we can get a purple named giant in if he's about. I don't think I'm able to just backspace and look up to see if he's about. I think we have to go and see manually. Oop. I don't think he's there. No, it looks like he's not there because they've got trash up there. Okay. It's going to save you all 5 minutes of me beating away on that thing. I don't think it's quite that bad, but as mentioned many times, and as you can see, we're not prolific in the damage dealing department. We could have Verglas, the Frost Flenser here, but he's not there. So we're just going to go on to our quest. Passing as we do the location of the shrine for where you'd go to pick up your dark gifts. For those who don't know, you can, as one of the saga rewards for either heroic or legendary, you can collect an offering. Is it a dark offering or something, which you then bring to that shrine, and it will show up on your feats section. There's a separate section, I think, now for dark gifts. So here, that would be the initial one. Now the initial one you can get, well, you need a heroic offering to start with, but you can take the heroic offering from running the legendary chain if you so wish, and then the enhanced one you have to do the legendary chain to get. That's my understanding. Okay, once more into the breach, dear friends. At least if the game will allow. Please don't crash, thank you. Now, is there anything more foreboding than this? I mean, they've got it like the icicles hanging down like the teeth of a giant creature, and the snow sort of wisping it, you know. It's almost like you can... it feels a bit like the... What's that comical section where the Fellowship are about to go into the, is it the mines of Moria, and the Gimli's just stood there like as if to say, I don't really fancy this. You get that sort of feeling here. Very atmospheric.
You can't put aside the inventory.
3 hours later, when we finally finish
This
all the
treacherous
buffs.
mountain path is set to lead to a temple devoted to the dark powers. Dr. Mordenheim came
So
here
that
in the
is
past,
a
and
dead
you're
end with
determined
3
to find
bears
out
there,
why.
so I'm going to try and avoid them if possible. Yep, mission successful. And here, I think if we go this way, we've got some little... Oh no, they're here. Okay. I was going to say we've got some of these little grickling things. I thought maybe we could skirt round and avoid them, but clearly not. They're new to this pack, for sure. Oh. Oh, snowflake ooze. Another new opponent. Not that keen on those things either. Especially not if we get caught in the middle of it. The red crowns of those can really hurt. Thankfully, I don't think there was one in there. Okay, as we can see from the map, dead end there. I don't think there's anything bar for a collectible down there, so I'm not going to wander down there. Shrine here, and I think there's our first vision here as well.
The air shimmers
Yeah.
as figures take form. It must be one of the visions of the past you were told of.
Here we are,
Brian, I think you've got to
The
forgive me
sleeping
for skipping
beast
this one. We
mountains.
have, after all, only just
ready to
started.
get your wish granted.
If we don't plummet to our deaths in the process.
Oh, buck up, Victra. We might not die.
I merely jest, Elise. How could I let us fail?
There's a nice contrast
That's
in
the
the
spirit.
demeanours of these two, between
Your
the
vision
sort
of
of
this tedious journey up the mountain fades. And then
happy-go-lucky
there's a crashing sound as the ice wall collapses.
attitude of Elise, and then the very serious Victra, dead set on a goal. Oh, I don't like this section. I don't like these poltergeist things at all. I'll try and get rid of these first, I think. Yeah. Yeah, especially if they're crowns. Those snowball throwing things can be pretty horrible. Now, if that thing doesn't want to come to life and attack us, then I'll be more than happy about that, to just leave it. I can hear bats. Yeah, I thought so. So that's a dead end. I think there's just a collectible down there, so we're not going to bother going down there. Oh. Oh god, wrong key. Further down and down into the gloom. Yeah, it's quite claustrophobic in here. As I said, very atmospheric. Is there only you? No, there's two. Okay. Now this is something almost akin to when you come out of the cave and go into Evening Star. You just get this sort of sigh of relief, like, well, if you're like me and you hate the doom and gloom area, you coming out into the open air again. But almost immediately, we get set upon by this pile of wolves. Okay. So we have another vision here.
The snow swirls as another vision of Victra and Elise forms.
Quite
What do you
like
wish
this
for
one
when we
too.
reach the top?
Oh,
If the legend is true, you mean?
Let's say it is.
The secrets of life and death. The secrets
yes,
of the
I'd
difference
completely
between
forgotten
a
about
powerful
these.
and a man who thinks and feels.
That's just your research.
I think we were
Well,
maybe supposed to
what
stop
about
there.
you?
Oh, we've got some ooze as well.
How about
See, Elise is
a
asking
lifetime
to wish
supply
for
of
a
mince
lifetime
pies?
supply of mince pies.
You must be joking.
I am serious. If you grew up like me, you wouldn't doubt it.
So, we have the pursuit of truth and the pursuit of food.
Elise has a
You
nice
could
Yorkshire
wake up
accent
one
too.
day and all those comforts you're used to could be gone.
You'll still be here, at least.
Which
I
is the
will be.
region of the UK that I am
Nice.
from.
A portion of the wall crumbles when the vision ends.
Another one of these foreboding cave mouths. Oh. So as we can see on the map, fairly linear this one, you're just going straight on, straight on, straight on. It's just when you get to this section here that it does deviate a little bit, and you can spend a little bit of time wandering around in there, but more of that later. Can we have a little group here by any chance? There's somebody behind. I think there's one of those little Greek things. Oh, a few of them have sneaked out from somewhere. I guess I'm not very good at detecting stealthy or hidden opponents. Are you on your own? Poltergeist. I don't see any crowns though, so that's good. But anything like this that doesn't obligingly group up for me is a problem. Now these, because can you see the we've got archers and there's like a crown archer at the back there. I think if we try to encourage the melee people to come towards us, we might have more joy here. Dispatch them without getting smoked by the archers. And now, let's go straight... Oh, there's 2 red crowns, oh god. Oh, and down the pit. I always get done by the pit. So I suppose in that sense it's well placed. Can we just touch both archers, both crowns straight away? See if we can slow them enough not to get shredded. We do have, of course, the excellent 2-second deflect missiles on the build. Where is it? It's... Oh, that's 6 seconds, isn't it? Are we not in... No, we're not in Vanguard at all, are we? I was thinking of the Vanguard tree. The Vanguard tree has the possibility to knock the deflect arrow down to 2 seconds, but we're not having that. So we do have it from Vistani, but only every 6 seconds. So I've just told you a lie. I did originally build this in with a significant investment in Vanguard, and that was fun, but not nearly so survivable as going big in the Sacred Defender one. I don't think we have any red crown this time. That's good.
Skeleton
Oh, these are bad.
and the
These are
walls
bad news. We're gonna be in so much trouble here. There is, hopefully the CC on the sword will help us, but I've had to use several lay on hands there. Yeah. They do not mess about. So shrine... I think, yes. Yeah, we're going for it.
I do not sleep, but I imagine that it's like looking into the void.
Get the boosts back up, because you just never know. So we're approaching this section now with the really claustrophobic cave section. Let's call it that. Do you know, if I'd have thought on, I could have let them do this and then shrined, couldn't I?
This can't possibly be
As
the
it
end.
is, those of you who don't have the pack, you can have a look at this.
There's no way forward, love.
I will make a way. Stand back. Ugh, damn.
It's far too icy up here.
If only I had the right invention.
Come on, let's head home. Next time we'll be
Let's
better
head
prepared.
home. If that's not Yorkshire, I don't know what
When
is.
we come back, the mountain will be at my mercy.
When the vision fades, several pillars of ice erupt from the frozen pool below. This vision seems more recent. Victor Mordenheim seems older and filled with a grim determination.
I'm back, Elise. And this time I'm prepared. Before long, my wish will be granted, and the heart will be finished. Wait for me, my love. I will bring you back to life.
The vision ends with Dr. Mordenheim triggering a switch in the wall, causing the concealed door to slide open.
And now we go into the mists. So we're looking for 3 switches, which are, as far as I can tell, they change each time you run the quest. The locations, there can be any one of maybe half a dozen different locations for them. And as you can see, the map is a little bit sketchy here. Look at the mists again, super atmospheric, but easy to get sort of lost and go back on yourself here. Because a paladin, we're a beacon of light in this grim darkness. Begone, vile creatures.
The first crystal by the barrier flares to life.
You can just about make out paths in and amongst all the mist and whatnot on the map. And there we go, that's the door we're trying to open up. So let's try down here. Oh. Yep, got lucky. Now, as mentioned, if you get unlucky, you can be wandering around for a bit in here.
The barrier wavers as the second lever is
so
pulled.
far, so good. This is another possible location. Trying to kite away from the carnages as I can, as best as I can. Did we get lucky again? No. But there is another... Is it here? No. Okay, let's try... Where did we go initially? Did we go down there? No, I don't think we... No, obviously not. Here, maybe? No, I think we've been there. Have we been there before? Nope. Any joy this time? No. Okay, back we go. Just looking each time for an unexplored, like a darker shade of passage on the map. Or if you're doing it for the first time, a new passage. There we go. So all we have to do now is try and find our way back to the
final lever is pulled,
doorway,
and the
which I
barrier
think is
fades.
somewhere here. Thought it was. There we go. Okay. No prisoners, people. Come on. I think it's this way, is it? think we're nearing the end of the cave network, thankfully. That was tasty. And here we go. Right. Yeah, this is the effective end boss, isn't it? So we've got 2 of these golem things to deal with, and these are nasty. So let's make sure we've got our nice things going. Extra strength. We'll put, I think, go with the
As you approach,
dodge
the
bonus.
2 amber golems begin to move.
I think we'll go with the go big as well for the weapon bonus, because we're going to need it against these Goliaths. Trying to move a little bit, not to get completely mauled by them.
The final
Oh, that was
golem
lovely.
collapses,
Okay, happy
opening the way
days.
forward. In this vision, Victor Mordenheim is speaking to some kind of unseen entity. She seems quite upset.
Dark powers, I beseech you. Give me the answer to restoring life.
This tells
I
us a
bring
little
you
bit
this
more of the
heart.
story, how the
It is
winter came
incomplete.
to afflict this
Cannot
area.
save her. Grant me the power of creation. I see. I understand now. I know what must be done.
A thick
So it
snow
seems
begins
like
to
in
fall,
bringing
and
her
the
loved
temperature
one back
plummets.
with the unbreakable
You've seen how
heart.
Victra's bargain with the dark powers gave her the ability to craft the unbreakable heart, and how the endless winter started immediately afterward.
There you go, she said it a
It's
lot
time
better
to
than I
return to the
could.
city and think about how to stop Dr. Mordenheim.
Last chance for some super named loot. Not this time. Okay. Therein. Oh, do I just go through the thing here? Be alright, won't it? And therein finishes our adventures in this area. I'm sure I'll be redoing this certainly once a life. It's great fun. Quite challenging in places. If I had to say, I don't think it's as brutal in places as the Mythdrana is. Some of the Mythdrana things, like the draining skulls and the bone guard mechanic in one quest, I found particularly difficult. Is it Secrets of the Red Wizards, where you can either hammer away on the boss without killing the bone guard, in which case your damage just goes to pieces, or you kill the bone guard and then if you don't kill the boss in time, it comes back very quickly. So yeah, there are some things in Mythdrana that I find very difficult to deal with and to get around. But here it's been tough in places, but not so tough that I've had to lower the difficulty. Certainly in some places of Mythdrana I definitely would do, that bone guard thing being one of them. So yeah, if you were looking for a bit of a barometer, I think it's a little bit softer, broadly speaking, than Mythdrana. I've certainly enjoyed it more than that pack. I've mentioned 2 of the reasons already. The side chests are valuable again, and the travel between quests is not so prohibitively long that you just lose the will to live. And just generally, there seems less of a focus on the quote-unquote rare loot in this pack. I think there's just the 2 rare artifacts, aren't there? But there's nothing like, I think in every Mythdrana quest, more or less, there are several rare items that can drop, like shields and what are they called? The sword of the Warblade and the armor of the Warblade and the crown blade and all this kind of thing that people are sort of farming to destruction for. That's just not for me. So to have that not feature in these quests is nice. I presume it's not featuring because I've not seen anything about it. Maybe it's just that nobody's found them yet because they're so rare. Right. I think that's enough for today. Thank you very much, as always, for looking. If you do go out and get the pack, I hope you have as much fun with it as I have. And I will speak to you next time. Take care.